So out in California, there was another mass shooting, horrible tragedy. Half a dozen people were killed. And in the wake of this, Gavin Newsom, the governor out there, wastes zero time politicizing the deaths of these people. And sometimes I think it's hard to believe what politicians want to do to our nation when it's just analysts from the other side, when it's a conservative commentator, for example, talking about a liberal, or a liberal commentator talking about a conservative. It's hard for people to take what commentators who have admitted biases, hard to take their word for it. Like if I sit here and say, Gretchen Whitmer is a communist, you might agree with me because you've seen what Gretchen Whitmer did and you've heard what she said. But someone who isn't as conservative as we are might say, okay, but that's your opinion. I don't know. That seemed kind of hyperbolic. Prove it to me. But sometimes these politicians open their mouths and they tell us for themselves. This is why I say Gavin Newsom is a communist, because he makes comments like this, calling the Second Amendment a suicide pact.
I mean, the Second Amendment's becoming a suicide pact, it feels like. I mean, it's just, and that's the only question the community wants. How do you, what about our kids when they're going to school?
The Second Amendment is becoming a suicide pact. This is a man who has aspirations to run for president. If he doesn't run in 2024, if Joe Biden somehow is coerced into running again, if his handlers think that they can disguise his dementia enough to run him again, then Gavin Newsom will certainly run for president in 2028. I have never seen anyone, there's not a politician in the country who has, please make me the president, more than Gavin Newsom does, stamped right on his forehead. And this is the platform he's running on. He thinks the Second Amendment is a suicide pact. And so I have a couple of thoughts about this. First of all, this is so disingenuous. It's such a lie. And it's extra disgusting. It's always disgusting when politicians lie. It's always disgusting when they're disingenuous. But to do this on top of the emotion of half a dozen more people, in addition to the 10 a couple days ago being murdered in California, that's really despicable. To politicize people's death for your political agenda immediately, when the facts don't line up at all whatsoever, is the height of exactly what the Democratic Party has become. And this is what I mean. The gun that was used in the Monterey Park shooting, when the 72-year-old Asian man opened fire in the dance hall, killing 10 people and injuring 10 more, the gun he used was illegal in California. This is not because the proliferation of firearms or because of legal firearms or because of concealed carry permit holders. No. Criminals break the law. They break the law by harming other people, in this case, murdering other people, shooting other people. And so they don't care whether the firearm that they use is legal or not. They will obtain it whether or not it is legal. But what happened, and this is not covered by the mainstream media, what happened after the 72-year-old murdered the 10 people, he went to another location and drew another gun and tried to murder more people. And what happened? They disarmed him. This happens all across our country almost on a daily basis, where legal gun owners disarm would-be criminals, would-be murderers. The gun that he used was illegal, so banning that gun clearly didn't stop it from being used in the commission of a mass murder in California. But this is the thing. Gavin Newsom wants to take all of your guns. He wants to turn the United States into New Zealand and Australia, where they just had a quote-unquote mass gun buyback, which was a mandatory gun buyback, which is a euphemism for mandatory gun confiscation. That's what Gavin Newsom wants. Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.